especially over terrain like you find in Central Texas.
Right, the hydrology there can be complex.
Exactly. And the direct consequence. Delayed evacuation orders in several of the hardest hit areas, which, undoubtedly put more people directly in harm's way.
That's a tough realization.
Yeah. A full review is promised, but right now, obviously, the focus is survival. This also leads into some criticism about the overall federal response, too. Questions about how quickly resources were mobilized, given those initial warnings, even if they were understated.
And meanwhile, the human stories, the ones emerging, especially on social media, they're just heartbreaking. But also, you see incredible resilience, don't you? Families wading through chest-deep water, volunteers making human chains to rescue pets off roofs.
It's that community spirit shining through, even in the worst times.
Yeah. But it's an immense emotional toll, and compounded by the fact that some towns are now bracing for, potentially, a second wave of flooding.
That's the worry. More rain expected. And you mentioned the power grids failing.
Right, even in non-coastal areas.
Exactly. That really highlights how critical infrastructure, stuff we thought was maybe robust, is actually vulnerable to these intense inland flooding pressures.
A real wake-up call there.
For sure.
Yeah.
Aid centers are popping up fast, churches, schools, stadiums housing the displaced. And there's a statewide hotline now, too, trying to help reconnect families who got separated in the chaos.
So much happening on the ground. So thinking about this, what does it all mean for you as we look at the sheer scale of this? We've seen the devastating human impact, the infrastructural damage, tragic loss of life, families displaced, but also those tireless rescue efforts by the National Guard and volunteers. It really is a stark reminder, isn't it, of how fragile our systems can be and how critical rapid, accurate responses during these extreme weather events.
Absolutely. And if we connect this to the bigger picture, this crisis in Texas, with those acknowledged forecast failures, the delayed evacuations, the criticisms of the response, it highlights some really crucial questions.
Like what?
Well, questions about climate resilience, about infrastructure planning, about the government's ability fundamentally to protect vulnerable populations.
Okay.
It really prompts an important thought, something for you to consider. As these extreme weather events keep challenging communities, not just in Texas, but worldwide, how could we, collectively improve our preparedness? How can we improve our response to safeguard lives and livelihoods more effectively next time?